Hey guys, I just got my hands on the S9 Pro Momcozy wearable pumps. So I thought we'd do an unboxing together, and then I'm going to compare them to my M5 Momcozys and my S12 Pros as well. So let's unbox them. God, I just love the look of a fresh unused pump. So these are the pumps, and they just have like this. This is the motor on top. They're really similar to the S12 Pros with the motor on top and like the slightly bigger cup than the M5, which for me, sometimes the bigger cup is better because I'm an overproducer. So sometimes I fill up the M5 cups too fast. I'm gonna sterilize the cups and put the motors on charge, and then I'll be back when it's time to pump. With these ones, you also get the different size flanges as well. So there's a 21, a 19, and a 17. I'm assuming this is the charger. Yeah, so there's another valve in there as well with the charging cord, and then you get these little carry bags. So super similar to the S12 Pros. Okay, I've washed everything and sterilized it, so it is time to pump. I will say that this one doesn't have the like double seal thing around here like the S12 Pro does, but it's still super soft silicone. Still fits my bra quite nice and snug, so they're not going anywhere, so that's good. They still have a LCD like screen at the top to tell you what settings and stuff you're on, but these ones only have 2 settings. So they only have like the massage one, which is like a little love heart, and then the little water droplet, which is like the, I don't even know what it's called, but the one that like you do the massage one for the letdown, and then once you get the letdown, you do the droplet one to get it all out. But it still has 9 different like speeds or suctions, I guess. 9 different like strengths of suction, but only 2 different settings. The S12 Pro have 3, and so does the M5. Okay, I'm back. I actually only pumped for like 10 minutes because my nipples are still super sensitive from Tiago attempting to latch yesterday. So I try not to pump too long, just while they're healing a little bit. So I don't think we're gonna get very much, but we'll see. That's like 30 mils, a little bit better. So we got 100 mils from a 10-minute pump. So these pumps are good at extracting the milk. I just prefer the feel of the S12s because of the double cup like bit here. They're just a little bit more comfortable, but these ones are still really good pumps. They still got out probably the same as much as my S12s would have got out in that amount of time. These ones, however, actually have like an all-day battery life. They have 270 minutes of power, which is more than the M5s and the S12 Pros. If you're not wanting to charge as often, these ones are probably better. So honestly, it all depends on your price point as to what pump that you should probably get. The S9 Pros are the cheapest ones, and then the S12 Pros are like in the middle, and then the M5s are more expensive. I really do love all of them, but all for very different reasons. As I said, the S9s have all day power. That's really helpful if like you, like maybe if you go out all day or if you're on like a road trip or something. The S12 Pros. I personally feel like these ones are more comfortable for me. They also still have a pretty good battery life. They take a while to charge, however. So they have the same like style of cup as this one, but it has the double, that extra piece there. These ones are also pretty good on battery life, but they're not as good as the S9 Pros. I get about 5 full pumps out of these ones. It's the M5s, that's this one. These ones are way more discreet than the other 2 because the other 2 both have like a motor that sits on the top like that. So these ones, if you're like out and about like at the shops or something maybe, these ones are definitely better for that. The motor obviously sits in the cup, so it's just the one piece, and for size reference that's the same. And they're definitely quieter than the other 2 as well, but these ones I feel like are slightly less powerful than the other 2. They still extract all my milk. I just feel like the other 2 get it out a bit faster than this one because of the suction. But I definitely do take these ones out with me if I'm ever like at the shops and stuff. I always have these ones because they're more discreet in your bra because of how the motor sits, and they're quieter. These ones are also fast charging. I find that they charge a lot faster than the S12 Pros, but they don't last as long for the battery life either. So yeah, that's my opinions and reviews on those pumps. They're all great pumps, so it honestly just depends on what you actually want them for, if they're going to be your main breast pump or if they're just like a backup for like when you're out and about and stuff like that. And also just the price points are all different. So the S9 Pros are the cheapest, the middle one is the S12 Pros, and then these ones are the most expensive, the M5. But I love them all. I would definitely say that my main pump is my S12 Pros. You can't go past these ones. They're comfy, they fully empty me. That's definitely what I use for my main pump. Then I use these while I'm out. Now that I have my S9 Pros, we will be taking these on road trips and stuff because of the all-day battery life. That's my review, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.